signs you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun? Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy?
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Okay, today is March 21st, 2022. It is exactly on the dot 3 a.m. So I'm going to be recording a whole bunch of tweets today because there are some that are very old. I never got a chance to record them. I was so backed up with other videos that I didn't finish edit. So I'm a little bit free. I'm going to record as much as I can. And whatever I'm just gonna be recording today, and whenever I get a chance to edit, I'll just edit, because I hate when those things are really backed up and I have a whole bunch of stuff and I can't move forward without finish edit the videos that I already have. So yesterday I had time to edit, but I was really exhausted. I worked with my son because he needed some extra attention, so work with him. And after that, I was knocked out on the couch. But anyway, so this is my back end. I'm not going to go too deep into it. I'm not even going to go into it. You see the numbers. The first, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The first 8 tweets that I will be sharing with you are the latest as of March 21st. And then the rest, depend if I haven't reached 1 hour, will be old tweets that I didn't touch. Okay, that has to do with Archwell audio and things like that. Okay, so let's go on Twitter. This I just bookmarked it, by the way, but it's gonna come out later. All right, later within videos, but I want to cover some other things. I sort of arranged them in some shape or form. All right, this is the first of the latest tweets as of today. All right, woke up to more tea spilling about that Delilah journalist and Satan's other daughter let them eat each other. she's making reference to the tour that's going. Okay, she didn't name any names, but the tour, the Caribbean tour. All right, so just to ease into some other tweets, I'll read some of the comments and then I'll go deep into other things. I'm not gonna cover the tour, by the way, just to give you a heads up. All right, sis, I like the names you choose, not Delilah and Satan's other daughter. There's the laugh. Wish we were neighbors so I can listen to you all day. I know you will have me in stitches for days. P.S. Yes, let them eat each other. They need to keep going with that. All right, there's that. Okay, people are laughing. All right, she's responding to the person who responded to her tweet. Sis, it's too early for this GIF. You see how icy it is outside? It feels as if I'm the one falling over. Yes, Satan's daughter and Delilah suit them well. This GIF is, oh my God, I'm laughing at the GIF. Okay, this GIF is your fault. You made me laugh so hard, I almost fell out of my bed on my day off. You asking why when you said the funniest shit. Okay, people just laughing. Okay, I love it when you turn on each other. I just don't understand how some people in the squad wants to be like so badly by them gifting reporters. Me too. I will just sit back and watch this mess go down. You can say that again. All right, they're just talking about the Caribbean tour. All right, so the squad are just having fun with each other. All right, so now let's go to somewhat a little bit more serious stuff. Next tweet. All right, so this is Joanne, still a little bit metal into things that we're going to talk about. All right. Strange, but I don't understand why some Brits appear to be more concerned about Meghan's podcast than the $12 million their royal family paid out to settle Andrew's sex abuse lawsuit. All right, so this is me responding, and I was like, this story went under the radar like poof. I'm telling you, the British royal family, the UK government, and the tabloid have the Brits right at their fingertips. The amount of tricks under their sleeves to fool them is mind-boggling. How Bojo's still PM is beyond comprehension. Hate to say, can feel sorry for Brits suffering. There's a lot of suffering that's going on. There are a lot of stuff that's going on in the UK. And it's very sad to see those people prefer hate rather than focus on the substance of when somebody's running for office. Whenever I said that, I have to include the US as well. There's a lot of that in the US as well. All right, there's some comment. Again, I'm not going to go to all of the comments. It's just a little preview of more recent tweets. Okay, Joanne Zuzumama. That's the dog name. Zuzumama. No one knows how much she got the UK media put in figure to close the door on the story, and it will have been in pound, which will have been a little more than dollars. £10. Then got the media here to say it's a loan of £7 million, and pedo must pay back after Queen Elizabeth's death. They just give people a nonsense. It's just unbelievable. Nobody's talking about that nonsense. And oh my God, there's so much nonsense, so much baggage that's going on in the UK. They get people confused. And then you leave the royal family alone. You got Bojo going overseas. You got doing some crazy stuff with Middle East. It's a lot of mess over there. A lot of mess I don't cover. But yet, they keep on focusing on the Sussexes. Okay, they don't mind paying off crimes by a pedophile prince, but marrying a woman of color who knows her self-worth and elevate her husband is worst crime to the racist and vile isle. I'm telling you. Oh, that's good. The UK needs to really look in the mirror. The citizen, that is, the citizen. I mean, the royal family probably, when you hear people talking about abolish the monarchy, they're going to be there quite some time, because I would have thought the echoing, the outcry of abolish the monarchy would have been much, much louder. But nope, it's completely settled down, and everybody in the UK seems to be taking it the way they want them to take it. All right, next tweet. Okay, there's this here. I'm going to say this before going back to my research. Sussex supporters are not the same as anti-Sussex trolls. We don't just love Prince Harry and Meghan. We fight against sexism. We fight against racism. We want to lift and empower people being bullied or abused. Okay? Agreed. The both side argument about the Sussex squad is invalid in my opinion. Okay, what is that? Okay, you come over to try to beat up my little sister. I throw you behind back. I throw you behind back over the fence. You say I bully you. Nonsense. Defense is not attack. That remind me, is that all? Yes, that's all. I remember reading this a while back. It was so hilarious, and I'm still laughing about it. Okay, let me start all over. You know what? Maybe I'll come back to it because it says that is a thread. I'll come back to it. Okay, let me read some here and then go back to that thread. Okay, I'm a Sussex supporter because their values are aligned with mine. Okay, I have personally experienced what Meghan did, only micro scale. Harry and Meghan wedding happened in the weeks of my mom's sudden passing. Mom and I prior made plans to watch the wedding together. Many more reasons. Wow, this is very sad. Wow, the mom passed and then they had planned to watch it. I'm telling you, the squad be going to some major issues. It's unbelievable. Okay, this is 100%. This I have always stood for. And Meghan and Harry deserve justice and their goodness returned to them. Like I told you guys, for those who are new, I've said it. Why my channel focus on the Sussexes? It's been there quite some times. I believe since 2019 or something like that. Could be earlier than that. It was supposed to be about a little bit politics, you know, but not to go too deep into politics. Sitting there collecting dust. But when I start after Harry and Meghan wedding, occasionally I pick in the UK what's going on. You know, I'll probably give those tabloids some clicks because that's what I was looking at for some information. But each time I pick in, it's negative, 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 negative. And I was like, wait a second. This woman been living her life under the radar. I knew she exists. I'm the type, you know, I know a little bit about everybody, but don't go follow them like a crazy maniac, right? I knew of Meghan, I knew of Prince Harry and some of the royals, but never go too deep into nonsense. But each time I peek in to see how Meghan is doing, it's always negative. So I was like, I start putting things together and said, wait a second, this woman been living a life of peaceful, never been in the headline. So why all of a sudden that few seconds she's in the UK, Mary and the royal family, it's negative. So I start looking deeper and deeper and deeper. And then I was like, let me go on Twitter. And I was on Twitter very long time, since 2009, my main account since 2009. It's been sitting there, never go on Twitter. Then I was like, let me look. Let me check what's going on Twitter. See if anybody is seeing the same thing that I'm seeing. The first person that I come across, I believe it was either Tina or Michelle. And I was so upset. And I posted something under their post. And I tagged Omid. And then either Tina or Michelle told me, can you please remove your tweet? Do not tag Omid onto that. I mean, I didn't know the rules. I've been on Twitter for a few seconds, and I was so upset. I was like, nope, I'm gonna leave it, this and that. She's like, please remove it or I'm gonna block you. I didn't remove it and she blocked me. Okay. And then through that I started looking deeper and I came across the squad. Okay. So yeah, many of the squad came together because of the same thing, the negativity, the pounding of Meghan for no reason. Okay, so that's my trail of event in terms of how I become like that. But actually, even though I was following I started watching some YouTube videos, mostly I would say Hugo's channel at that time. And then later at the time, I think I come across V's channel. And I think through V's, I came across Sussex Squad podcast. But majority of the time, I was watching Hugo's channel. Okay, so I'll be commenting, like being a troll a little bit, not too serious. But those who were putting serious comments under Hugo's thing, and when I decided to be really serious with my comments, and I realized something is actually missing. And then it is through that, you see the channel here become, I start, making videos about that. And it's the same concept, reading comments and then insert my opinion here and there. All right. And then that didn't come out actually like that. My plan was to do research videos and things like that. One of them You see some of my previous videos, okay? And one tweet that I come across that was very funny, and I decided to share it on the channel, this channel. And then some of the squatters are saying, "Oh, I'm not on Twitter. Can you put more?" It's true that, okay? It's true that you get tweets every morning. Other than that, and then that, you would have get maybe one video once in a blue moon. But I'm on Twitter every day. I don't mind doing it, and I enjoy reading the comments. So I was like, hey, I don't mind getting up slightly early and record the tweets and stuff like that. All right. So for those who are new, that's how this channel become what it is with those tweets. Okay. And then YouTube started getting on my case, and I was afraid this channel was going to be shut down by YouTube with some of the things that I saw was happening. And little at a time, I show you the back end. And then I create my backup channel, thinking that this channel was going to be shut down. And the backup channel took a life of its own. It was supposed to be research video. I did one research video, and I'm glad that I did it because occasionally I make reference to it. But yeah. Anyway, let's read some of that. All right. I am a Sussex supporter because their values are aligned with mine. I read that already. This is 100%. These I have always stood for, and Meghan and Harry deserve justice, and their goodness returned to them. We are inspired by their good works and inspire us to do good work as well. Okay, correct. So there's more comment. Okay, let me go to that thread because I remember reading it. It was hilarious. Okay. The both sides argument about the Sussex squad is invalid in my opinion. You come over, try to beat up my little sis. Okay, that's Meghan. I throw you behind back over the fence. You say I've bullied you. Nonsense. Defense is not attack. If you don't like my apple, don't shake my tree. I like the part where she threw them under the fence. Okay, what's this? AFIK. As F, I know. There are no accounts dedicated to spreading hate for Kate, but there's Yankee. Okay, that's in 2000. Okay, wow, that's in 2000. Okay, these are those channels that what is it? Buzi have come about. She didn't even. I already recognized, even though she blacked some of the names, the letters, but there's some stuff about Buzi I'm gonna share with you. I'm glad I come across this tweet, because this tweet was in 2000, August 9, 2000. Okay, as F, I know there are no accounts dedicated to spread hate for Kate, but there are, that's Yankee Wally, Meg, and whatever these are. God knows who else, whose sole purpose is to spread and profit of hate for Meghan. See, this person been in the game way for a very long time. The screenshot I see of these pages are sickening and it's successful. Okay, all of us together versus hate. Okay, again, that's in 2000. All right, there's her putting this. Let me see. Okay, Liberal was royal till 18 January 2020. My God, bless Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, Archie, little bit. Okay, let me follow her. Okay, she have 1,750 followers, and about 71 of the people that I follow her. And you could see from the, I know I came across her tweet before, that tweet that I'm reading. All right, there's her doing her defense. Okay, very well said. Out loud, sis. Again, these are tweets from 2020. That it same stupidness as the argument about Meghan knew what she was getting into. It's BS. You own 4 bed dogs on the street I have to walk on, and instead of chaining up your dogs, you say I knew they were bad, so I shouldn't walk on the street. Oh, this account is suspended. Okay, so probably one of those accounts that Buzi probably help get rid of. Wow. Okay, so this comment is very good. Okay, that's it. Same stupidness as the argument about Meghan knew what she was getting into. It's BS. You own 4 bed dogs on the street I have to walk on. Instead of chaining up your dogs, you say I knew they were bad, so I shouldn't walk on the street. That's a very good point. Okay, brilliant analogy. Okay, and now they're saying feed the dogs so they don't eat you. My goodness, more of a brilliant analogy. Okay, thank you. Actually, Okay, all these tweets were from 2020. Thank you. Actually, I think last week I saw an old story where a man was feeding polar bear to keep them away from his dog. One night he he didn't feed them, so they ate one of the dog. Oh my God, it's sad. Okay, and I thought of the British tabloid. Wow. Again, that's 2020. Oh my God, the polar bear ate the dog. Okay, I hate to think of a dog getting eaten by a polar boy. Okay, polar boy, but your analogy is spot on. A polar boy gives such a new meaning to this story. My bad. All right, so let's this here. All right, so that's done with this. Let me go to the next tweet. Now I believe I'm going to Buzzy. All right, this is where things starting to get a little bit serious. This is Buzzy. Buzzy have a long thread of what he's been doing for to tackle this hate. Okay, I came across that thread last night. The first thing that I did when I got up, I said I need to add it to this video because I was supposed to do some videos regarding him, but this probably sums up everything. Okay, unfortunately, there has been a ton of misinformation regarding Yankee Wally and recent reporting, and I would like to address it now. Recently, YouTube suspended Yankee Wally's hate channel, and it wasn't because of a single news article or a single person. Look at this. I'm glad I put that other tweet before this one and then went into that thread because it was back in 2020. Okay, since 2020. All right, Buzzy's thread continue. Years of hard work and reporting led to that moment. The work started way before Bat Sentinel got involved. Okay, in one of my videos yesterday, I believe I was mentioning how Christopher Buzzy got into, into that circle of fighting hate, pulling out those hate accounts, pointing them out to YouTube, to Twitter. And when the squad have been doing it for years, but they felt they don't want to listen to the squad because we were just a little, whatever. Okay. However, all right, let me read that again. Years of hard work and reporting led to that moment. The work started way before Bat Sentinel got involved. However, our involvement exposed the targeted harassment by single-purpose anti-Meghan hate account outside of royal reporting. We provided the data and hard evidence. Okay, for some of you who are new, I have a playlist regarding Buzzy. This one, even though it has other, this video that I'm talking in have other tweets, not just Buzzy, I will include it as well because of this thread. Okay, back in October, when I announced Bat Sentinel will write a report on the activity, several journalists sent me DMs wanting the exclusive. I gave it to BuzzFeed for several reasons. But the main reason being, we have worked with them in the past and I felt it was a good fit. Giving BuzzFeed News the exclusive meant sharing everything we had with BuzzFeed, including information that wouldn't be made public and not allowing another outlet to publish it first. BuzzFeed received hundreds of hours of research for free and we had our findings published. Okay. If I come across that article, maybe I'll share it as well. Not in this video though. Okay, I knew early on that if we were to dismantle this hate group and get YouTube to take action, I'll first need to inform more people. Most of my followers had no clue Meghan Markle was receiving so much hate and were baffled why it was important or why they should care. Okay, so this is him explaining his process. All right, to get YouTube to shut down Yankee Wally and all of those hate accounts. Okay, YouTube channel. Okay, I use my platform to lay the foundation for the subsequent reporting. I tweeted ad nauseum about Yankee Wally and other single-purpose hate accounts to keep my followers and the Bat Sentinel community engaged. My tweeting was always meant to inform and update my followers. And some of those tweets that he did on Twitter, I've shared them with you. And there's a lot I haven't shared because I don't have enough time. But this one was very important, so I have to share it right away. Okay, his thread continue. For the second report, which I think I shared that with you, just go on the Buzzy playlist on my channel. Okay, for the second report, we gave the griot the exclusive. After Prince Harry mentioned our first and second reports during a panel discussion with Wire, BuzzFeed News wrote about the Bat Sentinel again. During this time, there was extensive reporting by Newsweek about YouTube. Okay? For the third report, we gave BuzzFeed News the exclusive again. And like before, we gave BuzzFeed News everything, including information from our sources. We started sharing information on the third report in December of 2021, which continued until February 2022. Okay, so he was giving a lot of information. He's researched thousands of hours of research to BuzzFeed for free. And then many of them, I've shared some of his report with you. If I don't read all of them, I put the links on that particular video, respective videos. All right, so two journalists approached me regarding Samantha Markle and Yankee Wally, and I turned down the interview because I had already given BuzzFeed News the exclusive. It didn't feel right to allow another news outlet to scoop BuzzFeed News on the story, so I waited. Okay, so BuzzFeed was still, I guess, trying to go through those thousands of hours of reporting that he gave them. So he was waiting for them to come out with their whatever the stories that they're gonna write about his reporting. Okay, on more than one occasion, I informed BuzzFeed News that other journalists were working on the story, and BuzzFeed News acknowledged they were aware of at least one other journalist working on a similar story. This exchange happened in early March. Okay, wow, his principle is pretty good. So he let them know, look, if you're gonna put that story, put it out quick, because I mean, he didn't say it like that, but letting them aware that they are looking to write about the same thing. Okay, Bat Sentinel isn't a news outlet, and we don't control when stories are published. He've said that before. This is not the first time. Nor do we control the content of the stories. Journalists, editors, and sometimes lawyers decide what remains and get taken out of a story. We have no clue what is in the final story. However, based on my discussion and the information we share with BuzzFeed News, we knew the story was at least about Samantha Markle. Wow. And Yankee Wally. We outlined their relationship in our third report, and BuzzFeed News was expanding on their relationship. Okay, that lawsuit, I don't know, that the sister's doing, it's gonna be, how do you call this? It's gonna be like a bankrupt kind of thing she's looking for. All right, she should just stay quiet, but no, let's see. The piece BuzzFeed News published wasn't the piece we were expecting. We felt it focused too much on Samantha Markle and whitewashed Yankee Wally's involvement and didn't explain how dangerous Yankee Wally is. It also left out a lot of damning information. Okay, remember he said he's not the one who control what they print, but he just gave them his finding at his end. All right. Naturally, people were upset with BuzzFeed News because they felt they amplified a white supremacist and portrayed Yankee Wally as some delusional senior citizen just posting nonsense on the internet. The reader had no clue just how nefarious Yankee Wally was. Okay? So if I come across those BuzzFeed articles, I will be more than happy to share them with you. Moreover, the Bat Sentinel community and Sussex fans were upset that BuzzFeed News didn't cite Bat Sentinel or even cite the article on the first report. People felt that BuzzFeed News was trying to use the work of a black-owned company and not give proper credit. Interesting. Okay, I have remained silent on this matter because I have a policy on not attacking news outlet and journalists publicly, and I understand there are a lot of factors that determine what goes into the final piece. However, when an outlet agrees to an exclusive, they cite the source. Wow. BuzzFeed. They didn't even give him credit. Okay, I didn't come across those articles. Here is what I was saying on this matter. With the help of volunteers and hundreds of tips from sources, Bat Sentinel made all the recent reporting possible because we were the conduit. So no single news outlet or person can take sole credit because it was a team effort. YouTube didn't terminate Yankee Wally's channel because of one BuzzFeed News article. Newsweek and other new outlets reported on Yankee Wally and her YouTube channel months before BuzzFeed News published their article. Yankee Wally was already on thin ice. Okay, it's an insult to the other journalists to suggest YouTube didn't see any of the international reporting on Yankee Wally's YouTube channel. Even Fox News covered our third report. Wow. Even Fox News covered our third report. BuzzFeed News article was the final nail in the coffin, but dozens of nails were before it. Sadly, and as expected, people have been sending hate mail and threats to BuzzFeed News since October. My family has been targeted. I've shared this with you before, where they came to his house, pretend to be the delivering person. And then he had already, this guy, my goodness, he took a picture from his window. I've shared that with you because I remember very well. He took pictures at his window where the police were questioning the person, I guess, at his car, whoever that person was, and he blurred all the, all the car plates that were in the frame of the picture. I remember very well. It's in one of the playlists, Buzier's playlist. All right. And every journalist who has covered our report have received hate mail and threat. It's truly terrible. But now imagine experiencing this sustained hate and abuse for 5 years just because you love and marry someone. Wow, that's Meghan. What my family and journalists have experienced is just a fraction of what Harry and Meghan have had to endure for years. No one deserves this hate and abuse. That is very telling. Okay, I will leave this right here. Okay, quote, upon review, we have terminated the Yankee Wally channel for repeated violation of our harassment policy, which prohibit content targeting individuals based on intrinsic attributes. We enforce this policy equally for everyone, and channels that repeatedly violate or are dedicated to violative content are terminated. YouTube spokesperson Jack Malone, BuzzFeed News. All right, so pretty much what Buzier is saying here, this was has been going on for a very long time, and it's not just him who it's not just of his reports that caused it. It's been going on. You have the Sussex squad who've been complaining. You have other people who's doing their part, and all of that allowed for that channel to be shut down. And also he said that and it seems like BuzzFeed did not really report exactly how Buzi, Bat Sentinel, sort of reported the thing. They sort of switch the reporting or minimize, downplay, Yankee Wally's role into the negative content that has been going on, in my humble opinion. So he's putting his word out there now that everything is out and the channels is closed up. So he come out and say his part, how he was able to deal or share his information. Can you imagine that small fraction of hate that he get, that Harry and Meghan have been endured for years? Okay, so this is the point of this here. A lot of the squad saw it. Okay. Let's see. I'll never harass anyone or spread hate, but I'm so disappointed in BuzzFeed. I didn't trust them before, but gave the benefit of doubt with this and was floored when I read it. The worst of Buziers and Bat Sentinel had been exceptional. BuzzFeed is trash. All right. Again, thank you, Buzier. I was a user of or made donation to Bat Sentinel since before you took on Sussex target hate industry. Your work has been will be important to future of social media, and I look forward to continued support. Okay, I don't know Meghan, but I have listened to what the people who really know her say about her. She is a good woman. I thank you for showing your followers the nightmare she had been and still facing, for saying yes to a man that gave up everything for her. Okay, and she gave up everything for him. That's true too. No, I don't want to get into that. Yes, I spoke about that. Okay, it's truly extraordinary what you did to expose this hate account and their coordination. The way they swarm anyone who points this out, expose their vileness to a broader public. Take care of yourself and thank you. Okay, you did the hard working and deserve to be credited for it. Can't even imagine what you went through with the attack you received. I will always be grateful. The editor of the article was the anti-Meghan train, so it's understood. Really, that the BuzzFeed person? Okay, I'm curious to see what they wrote, because it seems like it's 2 articles that they wrote. All right, the editor of the article was on the anti-Meghan train, so it's understood that she will deceive you and strive to protect her comrade, what is it, YW, okay, white woman, I guess, feeding social media to the wolves is safe because she and daddy are protected by royal reporters and maybe royal family. Thank you and continue the fine work. Let me look. BuzzFeed, let's type exceptional. BuzzFeed is and continue. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry UK royal reporters coverage. Okay, what year? 2020. Meghan Markle, BuzzFeed. This will be on another video. I need to look at this. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle Spotify statement. Royal family photo. Meghan Markle, BuzzFeed. When was that? No date. Misinformation. There's a super organized. Okay, I'll come back to this. All right, so with that, let me move on. These are people who's thanking Bazier for his hard work and then for staying quiet, even though they didn't even give him credit for the information that he gave them. But hey, he stays quiet. So it's good to hear right from the horse's mouth. Next tweet, and that's Bazier as well. Okay, hate accounts have a little petition demanding YouTube reinstate Yankee Wally's hate channel. Oh, bless their heart. All right, so they it seems like they're asking for the thing to come back. All right, wait until if they decided to do it and YouTube decided to put it back on, and then what is it when the lawsuit with the sister come and then they call them to court. All right, this is a account that I black and someone will. And you are again. Okay, there's the music. You know what's funny? I keep getting told, well, Britain has free speech. I checked last night and their free speech is like the US free speech, meaning that it's only protection from the government if something is said against the government. These people don't realize that Harry and Meghan are not a part of a government, and YouTube is an independent business, meaning that white woman's right to free speech wasn't violated. These people are them. Okay, those online petitions don't often result in much. Okay, I mean, I can start a petition for Jason Momoa and I to go out on a date, but doubt it it's going to happen. Stand in line, Alice. Oh my goodness. They make it so easy to call them derangers for a reason, straight up. Okay, they can still post their hate videos to a dropbox bucket, right? It's almost as though they're more interested in the monetization than they are in telling the truth or whatever they're going on. Yeah, look at my channel. I'm telling you, so many things going on. What was it the other day? I found out it's this year. I need to go back to last year to see if what I gave my tax person, if it matches. I failed to look at it, but for this year, from January to as recent, and I look what was put in my account is not the same thing they have on their on what is it, on AdSense. Okay, the AdSense doesn't match what's happening on my bank account. So because of that, I need to go back to look at last year. So I don't know if they're setting me for to have some issues with what do you call it, with IRS. I mentioned it somewhere on Twitter. But I don't plan on create was it live thing for me to say some crazy stuff and then to take back my word. I want to look and make sure first. All right, so I just did this. Let me go to the next tweet. I put it again. I'm already 38 minutes. All right, they only want you to read what they want you to read. They want to form your opinion. They want to control you. All right, this I've shared this before. But since it's there, let's listen to it. This is a video clip of someone saying that they asked her to write an article assassinating Meghan character. She told the editor from the Sun newspaper no, because she doesn't know the person who they asked her to write about. All right, so because it's there, let's just listen.
a journalist about how the media inflames this. I was called by the Sun newspaper. If you don't know what the Sun is, it's sort of
got the topless girl on page 3. That's all you need to know.
And they called me about a month ago to ask if I'd write about how Meghan was like Wallace and how Meghan was going to destroy the royal family and the arguments between Meghan and Kate. And I said, I'm really sorry, I'm just not privy to all of this. I don't think I could do it. And the commissioning editor was really twisting my arm to write this article and say, but you could say, couldn't you, that X happened, and you could say that she's fired all her staff, and you could say that Kate has said this. And I said, well, I'm really...
This is the thing here. They're forcing her to write things that they want. And I'm glad she stood up and said, no, this is what happened. It's the same thing with Simon Rex.
Sorry, I don't know that. I can't do it. And this conversation went on for about half an hour, and I didn't write the article, but it just gives you an insight into how this whole thing is being, you know, the flames are being fanned by the media.
You've heard the phrase cottage industry. This is a palace industry. Yes.
It's very sad. It's very sad. And the thing is that many of the Brits, they know that, but yet they allow it to continue. All right, let me read some comment and then I'll go to the next one. Care Sikos, imagine a British journalist approaching an American actor to lie about sleeping with a stranger. No surprise there. And I think I have my next tweet is about that. Okay, the question should be, who is behind this? Think about it. Who is benefiting the most from slandering Meghan? That would be your answer. Yes, I remember this interview. The woman speaking is Anne Patnock. Okay, all right. I don't know who she is. Let's look. Let's open a new one. Who is she? That's the first time I come across that name. Anne Patnock. Oh, that's her. Anne Pasternock. Okay, a regular contributor to national newspaper, particularly the Daily Mail. Really? Sunday Times style. Anne Pasternock is the bestseller author of Princess in Love. Her popular Daisy Dooley Does Divorce column has been published in the Daily Mail every week for 2.5 years. Okay, for the Daily Mail. Are you sure? Well, then again, they did approach her. I don't think that's her. Nah, that's not her. That's not her. It doesn't look like her. No. I don't think that's her. Yes, I remember this interview. The woman speaking is Anne Pasternock, a legitimate author and historian. Her good character is so we know that she was trusted with Wallis Simpson's Windsor, previously never seen before letters. Turned out marrying David was not Wallis' intention. Okay, yes, I've read some of her writings about Wallis, pretty compelling. The thing that stung for me, the way they Windsors, gave her a dishonorable burial. The graveside is somewhat vandalized from recent image I've seen. Really? But thank God they can control what's gone on the afterlife. All right, they may think they have full control on this part of this dimension, but you don't know what's happening in the afterlife. Okay, graveside, I gave up with other spelling. All right, it's pretty obvious to me the royal family sanctioned these dirty deeds. I mean, when you look at with the lawsuit, all right, we already knew. I mean, we have an idea.
What it means is that a senior figure in the royal household, according to Mail on Sunday, was passing him information in order to help defeat the Duchess's case.
Okay, if the sleazy rag sheets were only interesting in sales, certainly they will have covered real scandals such as William's affair. Okay, I think David Windsor needed Wallis Simpson more than she needed him, and most likely knew that if he married her, he will have to give up the crown, which he truly never wanted. In fact, years before Wallis, he turned down the choice of marrying to Elizabeth Bowes Lyon. Okay, I don't know anything about that. Okay, and probably was the greatest reason for Elizabeth Bowes Lyon, aka the Queen Mother, to forever hate Wallis Simpson. Is that her? Really? And campaign for her never to have the title HRH. Really? I'm telling you, the things you learn on Twitter, I have no clue about this. The Queen Mother was a horrible, cold, pompous, self-absorbing, petty, greedy, overindulged woman. She was even jealous of her own daughter. Philip could not stand her. It was the Windsor dirty style propaganda that badmouthed Wallace. She, in fact, was a lovely person. I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised. But, you know, when I see anybody with Hitler and stuff like that, give me a different perspective. Maybe, I don't know. But I won't be surprised, especially the thing that they put Meghan through. So I will not be surprised at all. Okay, 3 decades ago, I began my college path as a journalism student. A professor said way back then that it will ultimately be our job to sell papers. I switched majors shortly after. Really? What? My goodness. The thing is to just tell your story. I mean, this is the thing. If you enjoy what you're doing, it will not even be work. You will see how much you will, let's say you're not making, I'm not saying to do that, but this is the thing when you enjoy what you do. And let's say you even if you're not making money, but you're passionate about what you're doing, you will see how you craft your standard of living. You will give up a lot of other things to make ends meet just to do the job that you're doing because you enjoy it. But when you see people going after money, their main focus is money and money, 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 they can't really sleep well at night. All right, seem like there's more reply, but I'm gonna move on. Next tweet. All right, so there's Simon Rex here. Okay, so glad this story has been picked up by multiple outlets. Meghan Markle co-star Simon Rex said he was offered $70,000 by the UK tabloid to claim that he slept with her. And it's funny, they're picking this up now because we've been known. The squad been known about this story. The squad been known about this. Okay, also just people in general that didn't know how bad things were, and I'm trying to acknowledge all of them and give a little info that it continues. Okay, these articles are really important. It helps bring to the collective consciousness how terrible the British media is toward Meghan Markle. I never realized how bad things were until I started research the situation. I'm telling you, I didn't even know. This is why I always give credit to Tina and Michelle, because they saw it right out of the gate. Right out of the gate. My goodness. Okay, it's nice to see the favorite playbook of the UK media being used against them. The drip, drip, drip by American news outlet. The drip, drip, drip by Boozy and Sussex Squad. The storm will come. Yep. Okay, and the thing is that, let's not forget, there's, what's that, Byline. Byline have a YouTube channel, and on their channel they have a video where they talk about the Murdoch industry, how dangerous it is to democracy. All right, so go search on it. I saw it maybe a year, if not 2 years ago. They made a video about that. All right, no way it's worth that, did he? All right, let's see here. I mean, why would he lie about it? And that was way before we hearing all the commotion about it. He'd been saying that for a very long time. All right, so now I'm going to old news. This was the recent tweets that were going on, and I said, let me speed up some of the process. Now I'm going back to some old tweets that I haven't covered, okay? And I'm 47 minutes into that. Let's see how much. I have a lot more. Okay, there's Omid. Update. An Archwell audio rep says the company has been encouraged by conversation with Spotify about policies, practices, and strategies to minimize the spread of misinformation. As a result, production of Meghan's first podcast series launching summer 2022 continues. Okay, Umid retweeted that. That was from January 30th. He retweeted that. Okay, in light of the ongoing controversy surrounding Spotify, continued support of Joe Rogan, whose podcast has spread proven misinformation about COVID-19 and vaccine efficacy, a spokesperson for Archwell, Prince Harry, and Duchess Meghan Foundation says, okay, since the inception of Archwell, we have worked to address the real-time global misinformation crisis. Hundreds of millions of people are affected by the serious harm of rampant mis- and disinformation every day. Last April, our co-founders began expressing concern to our partners at Spotify about the all too real consequences of COVID-19 misinformation on its platform. We have continued to express our concern to Spotify to ensure changes to its platform are made to help address this public health crisis. We look to Spotify to meet this moment and are committed to continuing our work together as it does. End quote. All right. So even though we didn't hear, I mean, it's not like every single thing that they do, they have to tell us. Okay. They're doing all the hard work in the background. And then when it's time, they let us know. For instance, they're starting to, I guess, their understanding with Spotify and all of that probably come to a middle ground. Okay. They come to a middle ground. They agree. So they let us know, okay, we're coming this summer, this kind of thing. All right, let's see here. On this, Montecito Duchess is about to serve us a nice summer cocktail. That's the scribe. Okay, I'm pro Meghan and I'm having trouble understanding 2.5 years between launching Archwell Audio and putting out the actual series. That's your problem. The squad knows, when they're ready, they're ready. All right, there's 13 comments. I mean, just wait until they come. It's been 1.5 years. This is not the only thing she's working on. We're in a pandemic. She's birthed a child. The way y'all police Meghan on her work, you think y'all were the ones cutting her paycheck. Meghan and Harry are always going to take the time, do things right. Okay, the good news is that her agreement is between her and Spotify. Exactly. That's the main point. Okay, now understanding the lack of content is your burden to carry. That's for sure. She signed a contract with a timeline that works for her and will deliver based on the term of her contract. You keep having doubts while she's working. Okay, can I frame a copy of this tweet? This is hold and the best response I've seen so far to this obsession. Thanks for putting them in their place. I mean, they always come, oh, I'm a fan, I'm this, but, and then you start hearing their nonsense. Half fair, 1.5 years, my bad. Yes, COVID, yes, pregnancy. I promise I really do like them. You don't need to tell us. Just do your thing. But many people work, gestate, etc. I don't know, saying it's Spotify issue. It's odd to me. We do not know the detail of their agreement. All right? We know when it was time to let us know, oh, we made a deal with Spotify. That was good enough. Okay? We wait. Now, they didn't come out and read their contract with Spotify to us. So that's between them. Okay? So they know what they're doing. Spotify is not complaining about them. I think Spotify will be the one who's complaining. Oh, I made a deal with you. Why are you not putting content? Okay? That's between them and Spotify. Okay? Spotify is not complaining. So I don't know why this should be any concern to anybody. If you're there to support, you just wait until they come out with something. Look at this. At the beginning of my video, you hear Archie's voice. That's when the last time they made the Spotify thing. All right? 2.5 years. That's longer than Meghan was an active working royal. LOL. Okay, I'm glad it's taking time. Started listening to a few podcasts that just stopped after a few weeks or month. Like they ran out of steam or material. What? Where did you get that? Yeah, most podcasts struggle. Okay, the deal was signed in December 2020, so it's been a year and 3 months. A lot of podcasts have taken more than a year to set up. It's nothing new. All right, so with that, let's go to the, oh, shoot. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, there's more comment on the main tweet, but I want to move on. Okay, quote, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle Archwell production company say it's satisfied that Spotify is adequately addressing misinformation on its platform and announced that a podcast featuring Markle will hit the audio stream platform this summer. All right, so these are other platforms who's talking about it. I'm not going to read the article. All right, so it's almost the same thing that Omid said, but they put it on their blog. Next tweet. Okay, there's more people talking about it. That's Ian. Meghan Markle has the best voice to come, listeners, says vocal expert Natalie Eastwood. After analyzing the voice for Yue, I hope I pronounce it right, Eastwood says that the Duchess of Sussex calm and confident voice can help calm listeners thanks to her perfectly executed and deliberate delivery. Yeah, when I hear her on the elephant and all of that, her voice is very calm and soothing. Yep. Okay, I thought it was worth retweeting this in light of the podcast announcement. Okay, it's true. A sweet sound of voice is soothing, especially with the kind of, I'm telling you, with the lockdown that happened, put people in some enraged kind of thing. Okay, a sweet sound of voice so soothing. That woman is simply blessed by God. Oh, believe me, she had to work for what she has. All right. I mean, reading some stuff is not. It's one thing, but to put the action and well, she's an actress. She practiced this thing, but it's a lot. Okay, it's not as simple as many of us see it. Look at me. Sometimes I have a hard time seeing the words, and the flow of things is missed out. I could see it when I listen to myself. The flow of things is missing out because I can't see the word properly, even when I wear glasses. Okay, almost like she got it all. God bless her and her beautiful family. Okay, true. My 5-year-old, my 5-year-old, her loves. Okay, on Elephant documentary. That's her favorite show on Disney Plus. Okay, OMG, I meant my 5-year-old loves her. Okay, okay, her voice is definitely very soothing. Would love to hear Meghan do meditative, serious with calm. Okay, Meghan narration are always so soothing and comforting. Thanks for sharing. All right, let's go to the next tweet. There's more, but let's move on. Almost an hour, and I have much tweet. All right, it was heartbreaking to hear Meghan says she wrote letters to the firm explaining that it was clear to her that her and Archie's safety wasn't a priority to them, but begged them not to remove heavy security. They did just that and leaked the exact location to the Daily Fair. This is very sad. I mean, this is very sad. And then look at this. And they want him, Harry, to come back over there when he's asking for that protection. I mean, they don't mean well for him at all. Okay, it's 39 seconds. As short as this clip is, I still have to stop in between. All right?
On the security element, I never thought that I would have my security removed because I was born into this position. I inherited the risk. So that was a shock to me. That was what completely changed the whole plan.
So that you, as Prince Harry, are going to have your security removed.
Yeah, and I even wrote letters to his family saying, please, it's very clear the protection of me or Archie is not a priority. I accept that. That is fine. Please keep my husband safe.
This is sad. This is sad. And this is the thing here. Is the begging. Okay? The begging that they want from them. Is the begging. That's the sad part with the institution, the firm. Whoever's behind all of the hate and that pain they're inserting onto the Sussexes is the begging they want out of them. Come to me to beg. That's the thing here. All right? I'm not going to stop anymore.
I see the death threats. I see the racist propaganda. Please keep him safe. Please don't pull his security and announce to the world when he and we are most vulnerable. And they said it's just not possible.
See, that's the thing they need to do. They should not tell anybody when they're going over there. I have a feeling, and you know what? Let me not say to alert anybody, but let me stop. Like I said, okay. I still stay up thinking about that part. William and Prince Charles really treated Harry like nothing. William had two houses and a cottage. The Queen, I guess the Queen bought him a helicopter. Prince Charles have houses. Harry just had 2-room cottage and moved 2.5-room cottage, which he had to pay back. Di left money for him. Prince Charles have done nothing for Harry. Okay, like I said, I don't think Charles really care about any of the kids that he has with Princess Diana because he never loved Princess Diana. Even though you see that he's so close, whatever. I don't know the relationship, but it may seem from the outside that he's close to William. But I don't think he even cared for him as well. And like I said, when the Queen died or whenever he ascended, that's Charles, ascended to the throne, if he does, there's going to be some major shakeup. I will not be surprised. Just my humble opinion. I could be 1,000,000% wrong. I have a video about that where I don't think, you know, William will be the next one. Okay, I'm just okay. Did I finish? Yes, okay. I'm just glad that Harry have been away from those Sussex people long enough to now realize he wasn't being treated well, and he may not be in the hurry to get back over. Yep, a lot of things. As much as I hate people to go through pain, sometimes the pain is worth going through so it could open your eyes. Okay, so all the heartache that they put him through, I mean, we all know the way they treat Harry wasn't right at all. But I'm sort of glad that he went through it to open his eyes. Like, let's say when he went to the unveiling, the chasing. So I'm kind of glad he went through it. Why? Because next time, you know, not to bring his kids, his family, if he doesn't have that security he's asking for. By himself, it was okay because he could only think of himself when he's running for safety. But imagine you running with your wife, 2 children, all right? This kind of thing. Okay, he should make a stand by putting up all their titles into obedience and get removed from the line of, oh, this person keeps on. That's not the first time I keep on seeing this. Maybe it's not the same person. The same way they remove his security, the same way they should do that. It's not up to him because he is the son of a future king. Let them do it. The same way they feel like he doesn't deserve the security. Let's see, there's 2 comments under it. Troll alert. Thanks, Just Black. Yeah, let's do that. Let me do that now. All right, that's all. If they feel that much that he should not have, let them do it. The same way they give him a hard time about the security. All right, let's see here. You know shit, okay? Oh, F off. A lot of haters be coming. Yet those mathers want Jamaica to pay for Willie Leaks and skate security. Okay, demands all. I always knew they never accept her, but it was heartbreaking hearing her say she asked them to at least protect Harry, even though they never wanted to protect her and Archie. I think it's safe to say she's over them now, and I'm glad she made peace, her husband, family. Yeah, I mean, you can't, when somebody already have an idea of you, you can't force them to like you. You know they don't like you, just move on with your life. Okay, let God deal with them. Baggage for them. But if they keep on interfering with your life, then you could do something. But right now, God is lighting the Meghan and Harry's load, and we're gonna keep on praying for God to give those Harry's family a heavy load because they seems like they're not preoccupied enough. So God needs to give them a heavy load to focus on. Okay, and all the rats who keep on writing nonsense about them, God needs to give them a heavy load to focus on something. Okay, we get to hear from Meghan this summer, her own podcast, I Love It Here. All right, so that's another tweet. Okay, this is your chance, her chance to buy headphones. Okay, I thought her and Harry had a joint podcast. I mean, they never told us how they're going to do it. It's a joint deal with Archwell, so each can have their own series and still do another together. I think Meghan's will focus more on, look at this, in one of my videos, I did say something like that. March 17, when did I did my, okay? It's a joint deal with Archwell, so each can have their own series and still do another together. I think Meghan's will focus more on women empowerment. Harry could be on veterans, climate change, and other they can tackle race issues, misinformation, and disinformation. That is true. I think the example that I give is that, you know, Meghan thinking about motherhood, postpartum depression, and all of that. So, yeah. Okay, I love this photo. Meghan blown away by the love being shown to her, and it's beautiful to see. Okay, your headphones still intact. There's the cry. All right, let's go to the next tweet. All right, there's more comment, but I'm already an hour now. All right, and I have more. I don't want to roll the rest tweet that I have to another video. Okay, love all the American publication getting the scoop. Can't wait for Archwell audio, Meghan Markle. All right, so these are the people talking about it. Okay, hope Queen Meghan podcast series overshadowed the Jubilee. Okay, can you imagine if she was in conversation with Beyonce for the Be Good Foundation? I've had a meltdown. The internet will break. It will take a week to repair. Okay, not changing anything is a scoop. All right, there's the, oh, what is that? Okay, love your work they are doing. Repost that from 2018. Wow. Okay, this is why I'm a huge supporter of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Okay, there's a lot of hashtag. 1 minute. Let's see here.
Child marriage is a huge barrier to the development of true potential. It robs young women of the opportunity to choose their future, be it a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, the chance for them to forge their place in the world, whatever it may be. Across the world, 15 million girls a year marry before the age of 18. That's approximately 41,000 girls a day, 28 girls every minute, and 1 girl every 2 seconds.
That reminds me of a video I saw not too long ago, maybe last month, regarding what's going on in India, where, in that particular village, the men cannot find women to marry, but when they do have wives, what they prefer are boys. And it's just mind-boggling how these people think they only want boys, but yet the grown men cannot find women to marry. What did they expect if this is all they want? You know, I don't know. That just crossed my mind. And then this is why they're taking those young girls at an early age to marry those old men who's freaking all effed up in the brain. All right, let's see here.
Both Meghan and I are delighted that the UK is a committed ally in tackling these issues. UK Aid works to empower women and girls in Nepal. Our collaborative work with local communities ensuring girls are able to gain an education or access health services and counselling is vital to securing the change that we all want to see. This is work that my wife has long been dedicated to, and I'm thrilled to have her by my side to continue tackling this global issue.
This is the thing. I've always said, this is the first time I come across this. Okay, it's dated since September 30th, 2018. This is the thing I keep on saying. I do not see how Harry would have been able to marry somebody else who have different passion for things, because Harry is really dedicated to the work that he's doing, and Meghan too. And I could see they get up in the morning, they talk about charity. They're eating breakfast, they're talking about charity. They're eating dinner, charity. Snacks, charity. They're in bed, charity. They, giving Archie and Little Bed bath, they're talking about charity. So these people are really dedicated to the work that they're doing. I'm a little bit exaggerated. I'm not in their home to see it. Maybe they do have a time where they don't talk about work at all, but focus on family and themselves. But to be dedicated that much to the type of work that they're doing, there's no way you could marry someone, let's say, who's completely doing something completely different, because the time to spend with each other will be completely off, which will most likely result, let's say, different interests and work ethic kind of thing with different things. It will be off where they will not have time, where they will be able to a free time together. It will be hard. And these are the type of things that sometimes cause divorce and kind of thing. It's almost like you have an artist, okay? Let's say either a musician or a painter, all right? Their time of dedicated to their work required maybe 23 hours, okay? Maybe just an hour of sleep. 23 hours, because that thing dedicate a lot of time and repetition and practices and a lot of stroke brush and whatever. But you have a lawyer who probably, another one probably take a lot of time to do research and all of that. But when their time to be together is very off, all right, this kind of thing. Or a teacher with an artist or musician, their time will be off. All right, so you have to be on the same page to be able to keep that going. All right, so did it finish? I don't think it did.
It is wonderful to learn that the first Nepal Girls Summit generated such child marriage.
So it's done. So pretty much the whole point of that is that they're on the same page, and this is why their love and passion is strong. Okay, because they focus on the same work. There's more comment, but I'm moving on. Okay, stop what you are doing. We finally have an update about Archwell Audio. Okay, breaking. Archwell Audio spokesperson tell me that Duchess Meghan first podcast series will launch summer. More info to come. All right. Meghan first podcast. OMG, I can't wait. She's unstoppable. Okay, it's about the podcast again. I think the rest is about the podcast. The squad talking about it. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more. Oh my goodness. All right, that's about the podcast again. Today, the company said that are continuing to work with Spotify on the issue, said they were encouraging by the conversation. Quote, as we all continue to tackle the misinformation era, Archwell Audio has found it important to work with our partners at Spotify to ensure that the digital technologies so many of us use every day are rooted in strong principles of trust and safety. We are encouraged by ongoing conversation we've had with Spotify on the shared goal. I think that's the same thing with Omid tweet, but let me finish with it just in case it's different. Shared goal and have been working closely with their team as well as their senior leadership toward policies, practices, and strategies meant to raise creator awareness, minimize the spread of misinformation, and support transparency. End quote. Archwell spokesperson said, quote, as we move forward as Archwell Audio, we too are eager to be responsible steward of an audio landscape that is well resourced with quality, fact-based information, particularly when it comes to public health, she added. I think that was the same thing. There's no comment. Let's go to the next one. Okay, I'm probably gonna create another video. I have a lot of things to share. All right, this here, cough, cough. Are they coming to the realization? What is this now? Meghan and Harry. Meghan Markle, Prince Harry going against the world. Report. All right, Meghan Markle, Prince Harry going against the entire world as a team. Experts believe Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are going against the entire world as a team just to live life on their own terms. Royal biographer and author Nigel, okay, I can't see the rest. Okay, royal biography, okay, there it is. Nigel Cawthorne has made this claim in an interview with OK Magazine. During the chat, Cawthorne admitted, quote, it's Harry and Meghan against the world or them against the British establishment, end quote. But when couples go through a shared problem, it does tend to make them stronger. Another commentator, Katie Nicholl, later noted how Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's life has changed over the last 4 years and told the outlet, quote, in only 4 years, they've been on an extraordinary journey, making such huge decisions, end quote. But as Harry said, they are in it together as a team. She went on to add, quote, when you think about what they've been through, okay, but when couples go through a shared problem, it does tend to make them stronger. Another commentator, Nico, Meghan Markle's life has changed over the last 4 years and told the outlet, quote, in only 4 years, they've been on an extraordinary journey, making such huge decisions. But as Harry said, they are in it together as a team. She went on to add, quote, when you think about what they've been turned their backs on, what they've given up, and particularly the sacrifices Harry has made. Meghan too has made a lot of sacrifices to be with Harry. It's just as well they're such a strong unit because they only really got each other. That is true. I think that Katie Nicholl is one of the royal rats. I haven't heard much of her. Was she? I might be wrong. I think she was one of those people where the YouTubers paid to talk about the Oprah interview that wasn't even air. I think. Right? Well, that last sentence is a lie. The UK media did everything possible to eliminate support, but that has failed. They absolutely have each other and now include a multitude of folks around the globe who've joined hands with them and have their backs. Their fantastic team is now global, okay, including their ever faithful and loyal has never said, you owe me. Talking about the father. Okay, this is 2 minutes and 21 seconds. I don't know if there's a music. Talking about the father. Okay, this is I'm gonna mute it so I don't get blocked. You could look at the video. Let's fast forward. I'm already. Alright, that's Miss Doria with Meghan. Okay, she's always there to support her. Okay, after Master Archie, Next Generation. I'm fast forwarding a bit. Okay, a little bit Diana, Cyber 4 Generation. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so All right, let's see. Oh my goodness, this was beautiful. Thank you. The squad is truly amazing. Thank you for encouragement. Okay, this is lovely slideshow. Good job. All right, I'm running out of time now, and I have some more tweets to share with you. I don't want that to go to the next video. Okay, there's this here. Oprah, when is the baby coming? Meghan, summer. The press, when is your highly anticipated podcast launching? Meghan, summer. Summer is coming. I thought that was funny. Okay, go on, Queen. Tell us mostly nothing. Keep us thirsty peasant waiting for a single drop. Definitely knows how to keep us in suspense. Okay, why am I only finding out how there's a podcast? All right, so wow, you didn't know? Why Princess Meghan is telling us this is the summer of Sussex, LOL, and Victor's and April, and a podcast show in summer. Love it. Okay, the Duchess of Sussex, summer is gonna be hot. Okay, so glad. Yes, and there's the laugh. Next tweet. Oh, come on. All right, there's that. This photo is so iconic. Really? Then again, I bookmark it, so I probably... Huh. Interesting. Who did she do that to? Wonder, I guess the person who took the picture, or maybe not. Okay. It's a Photoshop by the most vicious troll who cyber talk stalk her. They use this Photoshop image to indicate she is fake and somehow got away with it. What? I never knew that. Really? Okay, this is the picture. Wow. Interesting. What in the name? This is the Photoshop. Please delete and replace it if possible. Okay, I didn't know that. All right, but okay, sorry, but there's nothing iconic about this manipulated Photoshop pic. How many times must I keep saying it? Fake, not real. Okay, I think it's enough. If I were a photographer, if I could, I think I would have sued somebody real. I mean, I don't know. There's certain things that worth suing. There's more important things. I don't know. You know, let me just move. I don't know. This is the first time I come across it. If I didn't read the comments, I'll not know it's Photoshop. But anyway. All right, the Bahamas will absorb the cost of the royal visit. Okay, let's leave that alone. I'm gonna skip that. Okay, fake, not real. Okay, is this a damn joke? Okay, this have to do with the Bahamas. Okay. All right, what is this? Okay, oh fuck. All right, trying to hurry, but I'm messing things up. Okay. Okay, I never come across it. I think I've mentioned it in other videos, but never really reported. A prayer for all the British carrying, cause, quote, their men are getting taken by sisters. The squad know how to push the button. Okay, Tom Hiddleston and Zari Ashton are engaged. I thought this was good because I don't know any of them. Okay, I came across it and the squad were talking about it, and I thought it was good to see interracial marriage is about to happen. All right, so in the way she put it, okay, and obviously some white woman coming to my tweet offended if shoe fits. Okay, they're a little more than engaged. LOL, just saying, but we're gonna wait for them to tell us and then act surprised. I'm not gonna say it. Okay, the squad is handing the hand. They're a little bit more than engaged, and it's like I'm gonna pretend I didn't know. We're gonna act surprised. That's me. Let me get my shark face ready. That's me. Now people like it. All right, let's move to the last one. This is the last tweet. I skipped two things, and I said this is how far long I bookmarked this, and then I finally decided to record it. Okay, breaking. The new bill AB 1663, inspired by the Free Britney movement, has passed the California Assembly Judiciary Committee by a vote of 10-0. The legislation will set up supported decision making as a less restrictive alternative to conservatorship. All right. Since I've talked about Britney on some of my videos, when I came across it, I thought it was good to share it as well. All right, this happened a while back, and I'm just coming across the tweets. There's Britney. Okay, legislative information bill vote. Okay, date March 15, 2022. Result, it passed. Location is judiciary. Is account. Is count 10. No's 0. All right, motion do pass as amended and be referred to the Committee on Appropriation. Is Cunningham, Davis, okay, these are the people who voted for it. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look like there's 11. But anyway, so that's that. I'm not going to read the comments, but just to let you know, this happened because of some of the issues she have gone through. So let's do a prayer. Prayer. Let's do for lighten the load. All right, let's see, lighten load. What's it? Okay, a prayer to lighten today's load. Okay, I'm looking for a short thing for every the Sussex squad and the Sussex's pride prayer. Let's do the first one. Let's see. For all those times when our shoulders are not broad enough for everything we carry, and yet we still refuse your hand held out. Grant us the humility to recognize our limits, embrace your strength, and allow you to lighten these heavy loads. I think that's good. All right, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, I'm going to go to video number 2, probably a different topic.